I am so agitated. I am so agitated with people of color. I am so very agitated with people of color. It's like I don't care if we're Native American, Latino, African, Asian, Black, Brown, Arab. I don't care what we are. We are all people of color. You are not white. You are not white. You are not white. And I don't understand why these people do not see that you have a cancer, a cancerous people. Nation of Islam has been saying the same thing for 100 fucking years. 100 fucking years. And we refuse to believe. You think our lives are cheap and easy to be wasted. As history repeats, it's so vile you can taste it. Rebel, rebel, rebel. The words of Lauren Hill. They think our lives are cheap, that they have no value. We're just blocks of brown shit. And they treat us like that. They've been treating us like that since the beginning of time. You literally have a whole history to study. We have the internet, we have newspapers, we have magazines. We do not have anything that has anything other than the one thing that we need to know. Whiteness is here to kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy. This is the only mission. This is the only mission. There are no alternatives. Historically, there is nothing else to understand. White folks are here to kill, steal, and destroy. I am so pissed off right now because I'm watching Iran, the one country in history who has told the white man, not today, whitey. We literally have Iran whooping the Europeans' ass, got them scared and running. And then they're going to turn around and let the white man fool them with the same trick. How many times did a white man get to say he want a peace treaty? While he gets more bullets, lines up more soldiers, gets more airliners, more bombs. How many times do black people and people of color need to get bombed because they thought peace meant peace? It doesn't mean peace. It means realign for your destruction. Peace, when they say peace talk, that means I'm going to figure out how to kill you while you're talking peace. That's what that means. I'm gonna remove your existence so I can have peace. That's what peace talks means. That means I'm going to make sure you don't exist while you're talking peace. Peace means I'm going to destroy you. Everything they say is the opposite. They're liars. These people are liars. What is it going to take for people of color, Arabs, uh, Africans, Asians, black people? What is it going to take for us to finally get it through our fucking head? We want to be loved and desired and appreciated by white folks so bad. They say peace talk and they mean hate. They mean hate. It never means love. It never means peace. What do we not understand about that? They're not capable. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan have said this 1,000 times. Look what they did to Gaddafi. How many times do we need to see this? How many times do we need to see this? Look what they did in colonialism. They are here to kill, steal, and destroy. It's the only mission. There's one mission, and I don't care what comes out of their mouth. Ask the Native Americans. I have toured all of these different historical spaces. I've been to all the Native American museums from Phoenix to Washington, D.C. to New York City and beyond. I go to national historical places where Native Americans used to exist. I go to those places. I've been to those hills, those valleys. Okay, I've seen all of those places. And they're not there anymore. Why are they not there? Because they believe the white man. They believe that when he said it was peace, it was peace. It's never peace. It's always kill, steal, and destroy. What does it take for us to get this through our heads? Why do we allow ourselves to keep falling into that trap? Do we desire to be wanted and needed by the white man so much? Do we? That all it takes is one kind word and we capitulate and we go right back to square one? You say you want to talk peace. But while you're talking peace, you're loading guns. While you're talking peace, you're deploying more soldiers. What the fuck do we not get as black people and people of color? Iran had them people by the throat. They wanted to change the narrative. They did not want to change the mission. The mission is always to kill, steal, and destroy. They have changed the narrative, and now they're about to go in with 100,000 troops spending our U.S. dollar on this bullshit. And they're about to go over there and decimate them people. That's what they're about to do. They got the technology and equipment to do it. They just didn't know that Iran was such a strong country. But now that they have, like saying the 48 laws of power, now that they have accurately sized their opponents, they said, oh, we got to pull out the big stuff. We got to pull out that shit we never thought we had to pull out. Don't pull that thing out unless you plan to bang. Oh, they pulling that stuff out now. They pulling that scientific, sci-fi, Hollywood shit out now. They're about to do some more shit. Stuff we can't even imagine right now. They're about to pull out some big bombs. It's about to be ugly. And what they've done is they've changed the narrative because they always like to rewrite history. They always want to act like they like peace. They always want to tell you that story. And that's why we keep listening because we get the history is told by them. Oh, we were having peace talks. The last two times you had peace talks, what did you do to these people? You kill, steal, and destroy. This time when you came to these people and you started talking about peace talks, they shouldn't have listened. What did they listen for? They listened two times. What me? How many? Just pisses me off for people of color. This pisses me off. They just showed you in the last year that they are going to be on mission, steal, kill, and destroy. Do you understand what that does to the white man to watch a bunch of Arabs walking around with clean white robes on, living in palaces and mansions? Do you understand how that destroys them? To see you with your wealth, with oil that is endless, to have palaces and kings. Do you understand how that irritates them? They hate you. The Arabs are the most hated people because they have wealth, they have dignity, and they have Islam, which means they have order in their family and their society, and they cannot be exploited by Hollywood. They hate you. They hate Arabs more than they hate anybody. You have built up towers in the midst of sand. You have done the undoable, Dubai. You make the impossible possible, Abu Dhabi, Qatar. They hate you. They hate you with every fiber of their frame. But you can't see that because you want to be blinded. You want to believe that at some point that your dignity will mean something, that your ability to have order and decency in your culture, it means something. You want to believe that because you have Islam and you have a sense of what you're supposed to do and not supposed to do, which is in alignment with God, you want to believe that the white man is going to respect you. They want to still kill and destroy, still kill and destroy, still kill and destroy. There is nothing else. There's nothing else. That doesn't exist. There's no peace talks. Never. Native Americans signed all those treaties. I see them. I've seen those treaties behind glass casing, agreements, agreements, part one, part two, part three. They write the lies on paper and you believe the lies. And you put your guns down. They take more land. And then when you start fighting back, oh, we need a peace treaty. And they take more land. The one thing I could say about the Israelis, they're evil as fuck. But you know what? They're mask off people. At least you know your damn enemy. They will all tell you, what do you want to do with Gazans? I want to kill them. I want to take their home and I want to kill them. They're honest. I want to kill their kids. They're honest. I gotta give them credit for that. It's fucked up, but you gotta give people credit for telling you, I want to kill you, I want to destroy you, and I want to take everything you have. At least they're fucking honest. The white man is not honest. So they're worse because they fool you. If I was a Gazan and I saw an Israeli, I know what it is, and I know what it ain't, and I know it's never gonna change. If I have a home, you want to destroy it. You want to take my land, you're gonna try to kill me. That's what you're gonna do. That's the mission. It's never gonna change. It's been that way for what? Hundreds of years now. Hundreds of years. Nothing changes. At least we're honest. At least I can see my fucking enemy. You understand? But it's something about these white folks. Black people, all these coons and these forgiving people, they want so bad, so fucking bad. And I don't understand the desire. Maybe the truth is not deep enough. It's not thick enough for people to get it through their thick fucking head. These people have only one mission. Historically, you can't argue anything else. They want to steal what you have by any means necessary. They want to kill you, take your life and remove your existence, and they want to destroy everything you've ever been. That's it. Historically, you can't see any evidence to the contrary. You can't. You go to India, look at colonialism. You go to any country, the pattern is always the fuck the same. It doesn't change. So, what are we talking about? Peace. What are we talking about putting guns down for? You better put your gun the fuck up. You better bomb till you can't bomb no more. That's what you better do if you know what I know. What is it about the magic and wicked? It's wicked sorcery. That's what it is. It's wicked sorcery that the white man uses mentally to enslave people of color. We do not see the wicked sorcery. We want so bad to believe that peace means peace. We want so bad to believe that they actually care. They don't care. There's one mission. The mission has been infinite and it will never change. It will never change. I don't know if y'all see, I've been in very close proximity. I don't know. You guys need to see this shit. This is how you know it's real because this is on a global historical scale. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there is something that's triggered in white people when they see somebody of color, any color, that has something that they do not have. It's an instant trigger. I've had proximity to whiteness, and I've seen people who have to serve black people. I've seen white people who have to defer to black people who have more power than them or perfectly positioned in a status, and they have no choice but to be part of it, whether it's at their home or on the job or in public. Is something about them. If you really just zero in on it, and it's so subtle that you might not notice. I've had that happen to me several times. It comes out. They can't keep it in. That still kill and destroy, that entitlement, it comes out. They cannot hold it in. They have to express it. And if you're around them enough, you will see it. When you have more than they have and you have access to things they don't have access to, or you're in a position of power, they're going to speak on it directly to you because they can't stop not doing it. They can't. They cannot stop. It's something in them that tells them, I'm supposed to still kill and destroy you. And even when I'm smiling, if I'm in your proximity and I realize that you have a something or you have a position or anything that I don't have, I'm going to give voice to it because it bothers me that much. I have to acknowledge that something is not right because I don't have what you have. I had one day that I was going, for example, this happened. I was actually on film doing it. I was on a Starbucks kick for a minute. I was on a Starbucks kick. And I remember I went through the same Starbucks in Decatur because it's close to my daughter's school, predominantly white area, predominantly white and Jewish area. And I went through their drive-through or whatever. And I'm very much like everybody else. A lot of people around that area, and even my area, drive Volkswagens. A lot of people drive Volkswagen. Volkswagen to me is a regular everyday car. But Volkswagens, they start at a higher price point. And for the most part, you're paying notes on a Volkswagen, right? For the most part. Not no fancy car, but I'm just saying, I drive Volkswagen like most of the people, black and white, in the area. Okay. And so I'm driving through the drive-through at Starbucks, and I was on the Starbucks queue real hard, this green tea matcha. And I'm driving, and I go through the drive-through, and this girl, apparently, she must be, I don't know, 25, something like that. She happens to be at the drive-through every day when I come through. And I come through different times. I might go shop at Ross or go shop and go do this. I used to go out and before I started bargain shopping, I used to go to Home Goods and Ross And I used to shop in those places just buying shit. But at this point, I have reached my full capacity when it comes to buying what do you call it, the decorative items and all that stuff. I have reached the maximum. I don't have no more room to put all that shit. So I stopped buying that stuff. I done ran out of shelving. I had my husband do extra shelving, and I done ran out of shelving. I got shit down my up there upstairs hallway. It still ain't on shelf. So I'm done with that. Still in bags. So anyway, come through, and this girl, this white girl, she sees me, and I ain't paying her no attention. I'm just like, they ask you your name every day when you go through the Starbucks. May, May. And I didn't think nothing about it. I think I was like on day 4, 5, 6, who knows, 7, 8, multiple days. I didn't just came through. I'm just casually shopping. She might see the shit in my back of my car. I don't know. But apparently she was really watching my ass. That's how much they care. That's how much they feel like they're supposed to have your spot. She apparently had been paying attention because in the window she can see what the fuck I got on casual yoga clothes. I'm not in no rush. I'm just ordering Starbucks, just, got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Something about that bothered her. Something about that bothered her. Black woman. And I came to the drive-thru and she's like, I've seen you a couple of times. She's like, do you have a job? No, that's not what she started. She started with the compliment. That's what they do. She started with a compliment. I was reaching out to get my Starbucks, and she saw my ring on my left finger. My ring on my left finger is a 4 carat ring. I pay it no attention, just like my hair. I've been had it for a long time. I had this ring 20 something years. I don't pay no attention to it. But for some white people, they see a black woman. I've had so many white people. They have had so many comments about my ring. It's very in person. It glitters like crystal. It's very flashy. They call it a cocktail ring. It's so big, it's stupid, right? And it's all diamonds, and so it glitters like crystal. I could mortgage a car with this ring, okay? And I wear it casually every day like it's nothing. It's not a big deal. That's on my left hand, and I got another one on my right hand. And so every time I'm reaching out to get my Starbucks, them crystal glimmers is catching her eyes. Them diamond, catching light. She's paying attention to that. I'm not. I'm just getting my Starbucks. She's been peeping me, and she says to me, "That's how they disarm you. I love your ring." And then she goes in because it been bothering her apparently. I'm going every day to get Starbucks. And I'm probably, like I said, I wasn't paying attention, but I was going to Ross and Home Goods and stuff like that. That's a whole shopping area. And I'm sure at that time I was probably car loaded with shit. Just keep buying stuff. It was a tax strategy. Just keep buying shit. Every day I gotta spend $200, $300. Just keep buying shit. That's when the economy was really, really good. Tax write-offs, and that when she said that about my ring, I said, "Ooh," because every time I've had white women say something about my ring, I look in their eyes and I see that. Ooh, the still kill and destroy look. I'm bringing attention to it because it doesn't fit my narrative, and I want what you have. And that's what she says. She says, "Oh, I love your ring. I've been noticing." That's what she said that to me. I've been wanting to tell you I love your ring. I've been wanting to tell you I love your ring. So you've been paying attention, bitch. I hadn't even looked at your face. Honestly, and she probably knows that even probably bothers her. I didn't even notice her. She's the person who's been handing me my shit. And then I realized, I said, oh, damn, let me look at her because I hadn't even looked at her. I'm just looking at a white hand, hand me my Starbucks, and I drive off. That's how dismissive I was and not thinking about her. She was just a worker handing me my coffee. And that made me look at her in the face for the first time. And I said, oh, that's a white girl. And she said, I've been wanting to. I said, been wanting to. Okay. And then she goes in with a smile. Do you have a job? You don't work? I said no, and you should have seen the look on her face. It just blew her fucking mind. It blew her fucking mind. I said, no, I don't. And she probably, like I said, saw the bags in the car every day. She's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm not saying that she ain't seen that probably with these Jewish women, these white women, but me, my black ass, she probably been peeping everything. Oh, she got a Volkswagen. She just like them. She got black woman with nappy hair. Whoa, God. Let me ask. That couldn't be so. It couldn't be so that I'm a white girl out here handing out coffee to a black woman like this and she don't have a job. She's like, you don't work? And I just grabbed my coffee, but bitch, bye. Like, who are you to ask me anything? You serve coffee. Who are you to ask me anything? Like she wanted an explanation or she was so curious. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. It is something innate in white people. If you've ever been, especially like black men in a certain status, a boss, a manager, or a CEO or something like, ooh, baby, ooh, that's still a kill and destroy. It is so personal for them. And if you are in proximity and you have something they want, or the feeling that they have that they should have what you have, it comes the fuck out. And they don't even try to hide it. It's bothering them. It bothers them, literally. It bothers them. It eats and grates at their soul. And that's just on the personal level. They express it. If you have proximity to them, if you have something they want, or you're allowed to be in a place, we've seen that on stuff that goes viral. You will have a black man standing in first class on the airplane. That's a perfect example. He'll be the CEO or administrator or some shit, or whatever the fuck he is, wealthy black man, whatever. And you'll see somebody white come up and they'll be like, "Excuse me, I got to get to first class because you stand in first class line. Excuse me, they want to replace you. You see that? They don't believe that you actually got a first class ticket. These are some of the simple things, basic shit that everyday people can experience. These acts, we call them microaggressions. They're not microaggressions. That's a nice word for my desire to steal, kill, and destroy. My undying passion to kill, steal, and destroy people of color. They call it microaggressions. That's the name they done came up with. Ah, hey, what's up, MOT? You said she wants your position, but too stupid to ask, so they dismiss you to your face to make themselves feel okay with where they are in life. Absolutely. And that's the thing. They're already programmed. They're already pre-programmed that you can't be in a position. It's not possible. That bothers them. That defies their logic. They have already written off all people of color. They've written off black women, black men. It's just not possible. And the fact that you show up, your very presence irritates them. When they see a black man who's loading the plane first, and he has a luggage and he has on a suit, and he's somebody clearly who's important, and his ticket costs $3,000 because he's sitting in business class, and they got to go over, excuse me, I'm in line for business, that I'm in line for first class. Who the fuck do you think you are, and why the fuck you think I don't belong there? These microaggressions is the desire to steal, kill, and destroy. It's hard to explain it to black folks who haven't had proximity to whiteness and been in a position where they actually will show you that you have something that they desire and they want it. Even if they know they can't take it from you, they still have the expression. You're right, MOT. It's something about the expression, the naming of the thing, the confrontation. They are so bothered they must say something to you. I've had so many white women do. Oh wow. Okay, my neighbor, he got like five big ass cars. He pulled out the yellow Corvette today. Um, he got a new one the other day. Hey, he got a new one the other day. It's black and I think orange or some shit. He be rolling anyway. There you go. Um, but yeah, I've had that happen with white women so many times. And it just be something simple. And I'll be around them, not even thinking nothing about them. And I've had a couple of them put their hand, like tap my finger. They'll tap my finger. That's a nice ring. I love your ring. They tap it aggressively with their finger. And I look at them right in their face and I say, ah, green monster. Ah, they tap it with an aggression. Who are you to tap on my shit? That's all they got in them. That's all they can do. Some kind of microaggression. They don't want to tap it. They want to take it. They just touched it because they couldn't take it. You understand? Shit like that. Who are you to tap a black woman's wedding ring because it's big and gaudy and you can't have it? So you tap it. That nice ring. And they don't even mean it. It's an act of aggression. It's a microaggression. I have seen them do that so many times. But my whole point is, people of color, we got to stop being stupid. And I'm so pissed off with this Iran war. You were whooping their ass left and fucking right. Do not let up. Don't ever quit. When you got your enemy where you want them, this shit is just, oh my God. I can't, y'all. I cannot. This is why you wonder why. How could you have only 7% of the whole entire world rule the other 93%? You have to wonder, how did you keep people on slave plantations when the majority of people were people of color? How do you do that? It's mental slavery. It's mental slavery because we allow them to keep rewriting the history. We allow them to tell the lies over and over again. And I tell you, I swear to God, the only people on this planet who even kind of sort of understand somewhat slightly, the only people on this planet who are somewhat understanding of whiteness is Black Americans. Because our very survival in this country depends on understanding something about it. But we don't fully embrace it as a truth. That's our problem. The rest of them, these black folks, like when I saw that African woman jump on, she saw King Charles, she jumped on her fucking knees and she starts bowing to him on her knees, like she's some child wobbling on her knees. I was like, bitch, if you don't get your ass up, this is the wickedness, the brainwashing, the fooling, and the colonial powers have been unrelenting. They haven't stopped. Do you know how many Africans worship the royals? Think there's somebody? I would see King Charles and wouldn't give a fuck. He's just a person like me. And any of the rest of them. Any of the rest of them. This is programmed to bow down to a fucking king. What makes you a king? To who? Who's king? You're not my king. What's a king to a god? What's a god? What is a king to a god if a god doesn't believe in anything? I mean, a king doesn't believe in anything. Kanye West. It's crazy. The programming. And they show you over and over and over and over again. They show you the truth. They keep showing you the truth. Historically, there's nothing else. I want to kill, steal, and destroy. I want to kill, steal, and destroy. I want to kill, steal, and destroy. No matter what comes out of my mouth, I'm going to kill, steal, and destroy. I'm going to kill, steal, and destroy. They keep showing you. I swear to God, the only people who really get this shit, even the South Africans somewhat get it. Because their survival has been built around, you know, understanding this truth. But for some reason, the people do not want to stomach and digest it. They taste it and they say, that tastes like racism. They don't fucking spit out how they feel. They swallow, digest it, re-ingest it, regurgitate it, and re-ingest it over and over 1,000 times. I want to steal, kill, and destroy. I want to steal, kill, and destroy. And they operate exactly in that way. And the only thing you need to do as a person of color is know that when you engaging with them, what's the mission? Their mission is to kill, steal, and destroy. And what do you need to do? Make sure that you preserve yourself because you expect them to kill, steal, and destroy. This is intelligence. I get accused all the time. Man, you so racist. You so racist. That's programming. They programmed you to believe that when they want to steal, kill, and destroy, you have to fucking defend their right to do so. I'm nation born, okay? Nation born. I've been learning that truth since I was young. And since I have been young and been paying attention, eyes wide open, I have been taking notes, baby. Through every different war, I've been taking notes. Through every different act of aggression, I've been taking notes. Through all of the history and time I've been on this planet, I have been taking notes. I got a column over here, the shit is true. I got a column over here, the shit is not true. What is the white man's mission? Is it to kill, steal, and destroy? Everything is on the side of absolutely. Here's the evidence. I've been taking notes, y'all. I ain't seen nothing to the contrary. Nothing. That's why when that fucking shot came out, who was fooled? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Who was fooled? That's why 50% of black people, I said we kind of sort of get it, but we don't want to actually eat that shit, taste it, swallow it, ingest it, and understand what it is. We don't want to do the whole process. We taste it a little bit and we want to spit it out. Nah, you got to take it all the way to where it belongs. Okay, we got to take it to where it belongs. They are here to kill, steal, and destroy. There are no exceptions. There's no other alternatives. There's no different options. That's the only fucking mission: to take your life, to steal what you have, and destroy your whole fucking culture. That's the only goal. I don't know why we don't. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. We try to be so fucking smart. All these people out here. But when it comes to white men and the whiteness and shit, all the evidence is there. We want to be in denial. We want to be cool. We want to get along to get along. Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Because if it ain't you, it's somebody else they doing it to. That's more evidence. Look at Iran. Look at Gaza. You ain't white. The mission is to steal, kill, and destroy. I'm gonna drop bombs on you. I'm gonna try to kill you. I talk peace and I'm dropping bombs. The Israelis will say, "Yeah, we're on some peace, sure, and they shooting you in your face while they say peace. You see that? They're barbaric with it. They're straight out with it. You're guys and I'm killing you every day. I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to destroy your whole culture. I want to bomb all of your universities, all your knowledge, anything that you have historically in your past, any shrines, anything you hold sacred. I'm destroying everything. I want to make it like you never existed. Do y'all not see the hate? Do y'all not see the fucking hate? I want to erase you from the planet. They're saying it now. They're saying it. They're outright with it. They're outright with it. I want to erase you and your civilization. Did y'all hear that shit? They're saying it now. Now, the question is, when will everybody who's white go ahead and be like the Israelis? That's the question. They're starting to do it. And I'm not being anti Semitic. I'm telling you, the Jewish Israeli people, they outrid it. They tell you, you're God's and I want to kill you, I want to destroy you, I want to destroy your whole civilization like you never existed. I want your land, I want your house, I want your everything, and I want your firstborn and everything born. I want them all dead. Matter of fact, I'll show you better than I can tell you. I drop bombs on your school so you understand. I really hate your kids. I'll drop bombs on the neonatal nursery so you can understand I really hate your babies. I'll shoot your kids in broad daylight. And I play fun games with it. Let's shoot them in the liver today. Let's shoot them in the head tomorrow. You understand? Brutality, unapologetic. They're not apologetic. All these motherfuckers co-sign it. What did Europe do when America started this shit? What did America do? I mean, what did EU? What did they do? They said we're not participating. Not this time. Not right now. That's all they said. Not right now. We're on a mission to kill, steal, and destroy. No doubt about it. We are definitely on a mission to kill, steal, and destroy these people of color. That's all we know how to do. But the thing is, you approached it different. You understand? You approached it different. You should have did it different. You didn't do it nice enough because you didn't fool them good. You got to fool them, Trump. You can't just come out like that. You just came out blatantly steal, kill, and destroy. You can't do it like that, Trump. They're not going to be fooled if you do it like that. You got to do it with a white man smile. You didn't do it with a white man smile. You can bomb them and kill them and do all that shit, but you got to kind of do it with a white man smile. And you got to put some tricks in there. You didn't put no tricks. We can't do it. Because, see, France, we got a whole bunch of Arabs here. And see, the UK, we got a whole bunch of Arabs. We got a lot of people of color here, see. And they're going because you did it so blatantly and just so unapologetic that you're not gonna be able to even try to like use your magic and your white man witchcraft. You're not gonna be able to do it. So we're gonna stand back until you get to that place. When you get to that place, we'll jump in. We'll jump in. No doesn't mean no. It just means just wait a while. Get the vibe and the message right. And that's what they're telling them. Get your message right. Line up your witchcraft right, and then we'll come and we'll bomb the fuck out of them. That's what we want to do too. Yes, Germany wants to bomb the people of Gaza. They want to destroy all of the Arabs. Absolutely. They all want to take your oil. UK wants your oil. France wants your oil. Don't let Spain fool you. Spain talking about the humanitarian. That's control opposition. Whatever, whatever. All of y'all will line up. They already started doing it. We're going to take this and we're going to take that. And then when Trump started talking about he going to take Greenland, white folks said, wait a minute now. Hold up. Hold up. We like steal and kill and destroy, but we ain't gonna do that to each other now. Hold up, hold up. You taking the order out. See, this is what's bothering people. See, the evil is getting too much. The evil has always been understood, directed at the people of color, but now they're getting desperate. Now they're getting thirsty because they're getting close to extinction and they're panicking. They're panicking. Things are out of order. Y'all understand that? White men don't have the power they used to. They used to have their lineage and the hope of the future. That shit's over. So all these old white men are angry because they see that white civilization, everything that they built is going to people of color eventually, and it will happen. It will happen. And the still kill and destroy is going to come to an end. And the world will actually be peaceful without them. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Let me read the comment. Man, tomorrow, he said, and to them, equality is the real racism. Yes. What's up, B Dub? What's up? I'm not sure. Kapar Bower, how are you? Yes, man, and tomorrow, and to them, equality is the real racism. Absolutely. They don't like that shit. If you've been in proximity to whiteness, they don't really like that shit. If we're gonna keep it real, they don't really like that shit. That's why that DEI and all that stuff is going. They could say, oh, it was benefiting white women, but the idea that it benefited minorities was too much. It was too much. That equal idea, that equal footing, that equal access, oh, that's racism. You trying to undo my skill, kill, and destroy. Oh, we're not gonna have that. You trying to take away the order that I created in this planet, which is to kill. Everything they got was kill, steal, and destroy, y'all. Let's keep it real. If they were isolated, if white people had been isolated to Europe and Europe alone, and they were not able to get on them ships and in their navies and take over and bully and steal and kill the people of color, where would they be today? Let's answer that question. If they had to stay isolated, like China, China stay isolated. China didn't go fuck with nobody. China built from within, right? Lots of people of color stayed where they were at and when they did interact with other nations, they had respectful trade relationships. They had intermarriages, a lot of cultural exchanges, okay? The Silk Roads of China, okay? The spice trades of India. A lot of people had respect for each other. Somalia, Ethiopia, and India have had a long trade relationship of respect. They all look like each other at some point. That's why the motherfuckers look like each other. Them South Indians and them Somalis and them damn Ethiopians, they look like each other. They've been intermarrying and intermingling for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. They learn to get along with other people, different nations. That's not what the white men do. They cross the river. They coming to take that land. They come to kill them people. They come to destroy the fact that they were ever there. That's what they coming to do. They not like us. They don't know how to get along. They know how to come and steal. They put that motherfucking flag down. It's a wrap for you. You hear me? And anybody who's within 2,000 square miles, it's a wrap for you. When they put that fucking flag down, it's death to all. You understand? I don't care how many peace treaties, how many agreements, call it a colony. We can call it what the fuck you want to call it. You're done. You're done. Anybody from 5,000 square miles, you're fucking dead, okay? And all is taken. All wealth will be wrestled from you. They're gonna take the gold. They're gonna take the dyes. They're gonna take the plants. They're gonna take everything. They come to take all. And I'm so fucking sick of black people and people of color acting like they don't understand mission one. Mission one, mission one, mission one. Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan have said it 1,000 times. You might not be Nation Islam, you might not be black, you might not like Islam at all, but I'm here to tell you that is a whole fucking fact they have been teaching for years. You are dealing with a race of demons, okay? And the only reason why they're being called demons is because they're pre fucking programmed. They are pre-programmed, and you cannot reprogram these people. They have one mission, and one mission only: to steal, kill, and destroy. Historically, all the evidence is there, and there's nothing to the fucking contrary. If they had have been isolated to Europe only, them motherfuckers would have ate each other alive. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. You're gonna watch this in the next 10 years. They're gonna start eating each other, literally and figuratively. Am I lying or am I lying? They are literally going to eat each other. Capitalism as we know it, as it's practiced among them, it's going to eat itself. Everything they create is going to become cannibalistic. Their family is eating itself. Literally. They're so toxic. They are literally destroying their own families. They can't even at this point procreate because the evil is too much. They're scaring each other with their evil. They're actually literally they're scared of each other right now. They're like, the evil is so much. You see the evil? Yes, motherfucker. We've been seeing your evil. Ain't nobody surprised but you. You never saw your evil? You never saw it until it's messing your life up. Okay. Now you see it? Oh well, we've been seeing it. We've been dealing with this shit. Welcome to our fucking world. Okay? Welcome to our fucking world. This is why they invented manifest destiny. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That's witchcraft. They got so many tools of whiteness witchcraft. They use all of that shit. They come up with these terms. It's a smile with a stab. That's what it is. That's the only mission. 48 laws of power. The only mission is to kill, steal, and destroy. And if we could just get that through our fucking black ass heads. If these fucking Arabs could get that through their head, they are annoyed that you own all that land and that sand and that oil and the fertilizer. It's the fertile fucking crescent. They are annoyed. They want so bad to destroy that dome of the rock. They want man, it's killing them. That's Islamic history and culture. They want to destroy every mosque they can because the Arabs have a mastery of architecture. They built arches before white men could fucking crawl. You understand? Mastery of architecture, mastery of mathematics, mastery of sciences and medicine. These ancient people, these Arab Mesopotamian motherfuckers are the center of the universe. And all of them want that area gone. They want it bought and sold and destroyed. Egypt included, North Africa included. They want it all done. They want to take that and destroy every evidence those people ever existed. I'm telling you what I know now. I'm telling you what I know. And that's the plan. That's the plan. They're gonna come to the Middle East and take over it, get rid of all these Arabs, destroy their history and their culture, and like the people never existed. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They've been trying to do that. They over there intentionally bombing what? Historical sites, things that are ancient. They destroying everything. They want to kill, steal, and destroy. And it's pissing me off because I'm watching these fucking Iranians and I'm like, who is, where is your leader? Where's your leader? What are you doing? Why are you giving the shackles of slavery back to them to put on you again? Why? You dropped thousands of bombs and now you on your knees. You on your knees ready to suck their cock again. Why? Why are you on your knees? Why are you on? That's what I see this as. You stop dropping them bombs to protect yourself. And you stop protecting yourself because they broke out that white witchcraft. They broke out the conversation. All right. No, I'm gonna be ready. I'll be ready. Got a mission. I gotta go. My husband gave me kidney. But yeah, so y'all, we gotta do better, and we gotta teach our children. And my only hope, and that's why I say people, oh, you racist. No, I'm dealing with fucking reality. I'm dealing with the facts, and I know the facts, and everybody else has their facts available. You said they already are. Um, yeah, manifest destiny. This idea they can just, I'm supposed to have. Yeah, that bullshit. And Menace Miles said, and the more unaccomplished they are, the angrier they are. Too easy to avoid paper up, separate. Easy to avoid, paper up, separate. Yeah, yep. Paper up and separate. Yeah, you gotta stay away from them because they'll sabotage you. They'll definitely sabotage you. I give you one perfect example of something that they have to say something. They have to. The thing is the pull, the need to say something. They have to. And I've been studying whiteness for a long time. I grew up around them, and I see it. I sense it. It's subtle. Sometimes it's microaggression, but it just reaffirms to me what I know. And a lot of black people, we just don't get the opportunity to be in certain positions, to be in proximity, to understand what it is and see how persistent it is. But I give you one example. In order to be a teacher, and I'm gonna get going. Um, In order to be a teacher, I had to take this test. Most teachers have to take a test. It's a standardized test. And we were in this class, and I was in a graduate level class. This was my this is the track that people take for the PhD and the specialist degree. If you keep going and finish the paperwork, you become a doctor. And if you stop, you become a specialist. I ended up stopping and becoming a specialist. I had been working on dissertation, but long story short, I'm in that class. So this is a graduate level going to PhD class. And you have to take this test to get certified to teach as a teacher. And so it's me, and there's only one other black man, Marcus, very smart brother. And it's just us two, and it's a whole bunch of white women and some white men, all predominantly white. We got a class of maybe 35 in this graduate class, and it's just me and Marcus, black man and me. And we were all having to take this test. It lines up with your graduation date, and then you're trying to actually get a job in your field, or you're trying to get the endorsement that's going to give you a $10,000 or $15,000 raise in your pay. We call it a step increase or whatever. So every time you get a degree, you go up $15,000 in your pay on average for teachers, right? And so you got to line it up so that when the beginning of that year happens, you instantly get certified at that $15,000 pay increase. So that's why everybody's like really caring, right? Because you can go 6 more months and take as long as you want with your paperwork, but you're gonna lose 6 months of having got paid. That's probably like $7,500. So your best thing is to line this shit up so when the new school year begins in August, you get your pay rate. So that summer or that spring, you are trying to line your paperwork up. So you're at the last step, right? And so we had to go take this fucking test. And when we take this test, you have to, all the teachers in the state are trying to take the test at the same time, which is the spring before, which would be right now. You're trying to take the test. So you're in class, and I'm in class, and we're talking about taking the test and stuff like that. And some people have already taken it in January, but this is the grind time. So there's this white man. I'm taking my test for the first time. I think it must have been March or April, and we're in class and we're all talking about where we take tests. And I learned from them that you have to go and drive as far as you have to take the test, like SAT, wherever they offer it, you drive there to take it if you're trying to meet your deadline. So, long story short, I took my test, and everybody was still talking about where they took their test results. And I announced among my group, we're talking, and I announced among my group, we're all talking about our test scores and stuff. And they had already known I was going to drive to Macon. I was driving to Macon to take my test. Hold on one second. My assumption is I'm educated, intelligent. I've studied for the test. I should be ready. And so um, I think all of us are in that situation. We're in graduate school. We should just take the test. And I didn't put no energy and effort towards it, really. The fundamentals. And I took the test. I come back, and somebody's like, "Oh, you took the test?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got my results. I passed." That white man, he couldn't even hesitate. He'd already just I don't even think you care about me or remember me like that. He's in my group, been in my group. We work in groups, we're assigned to these groups. And we're all talking about tests. And so I was like, yeah, I took my test. And he's like, well, somebody was like, well, how'd you do? I was like, yeah, I passed it. He sat up and he looked at me. He said, you passed. It took me 5 times to take that test. I still haven't passed. I'm trying to. And I looked at him and I said, okay, so what's that got to do with me? What's that got to do with me? What does that have to do with me? It was something about a black woman taking a test and passing it for the first time. He took it 5 times and he ain't passed it yet. That bothered him. And he needed to announce. When I said that I had passed my test, he needed to announce that he hadn't passed. And it just blurted out. It just came out. That's that still kill and destroy mentality. That's what I'm saying. When you got proximity to them, that shit be coming out. It's proof and evidence more. What the fuck do you taking your test got to do with my black ass passing my test and you didn't pass? What that got to do with me? What they got to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. They got a plan always. They got an expectation always for people of color. If he could take my opportunity, if he could take my scores, he would and give them to himself. You understand? That's what I heard. I deserve your score. I deserve to pass. just because. Not you, bitch. Not you, you black bitch. I should have got your scores. These are standardized tests. Argue with yourself, fucker. Argue with yourself why you not good enough, why you don't measure up. Worry about that. Don't worry about my black ass being surpassing you, moving past you. Don't worry about my black female ass. Worry about you, why you ain't good enough, why you ain't sufficient. This is the problem. Y'all, they piss me off. They piss me off so bad. I'm so mad what I ran right now. I would go over there and cuss them Arabs out. That's all they need. They need a black woman to come over there and tell them what the fuck to do. Because they don't get it. They need somebody, a black American, to tell them what the fuck to do. They really don't get it. You laid down your sword. Now you sitting over there sucking dick again. I can't take it, y'all. I can't take it. I can't. Y'all, I gotta go. My husband called me. Let me read what Silence said. The Jedi mind tricks with this the desegregation. So we went from ownership to consumership. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That same thing happens to me when I worked at FedEx. The training you get, they training you on getting your CDL, but you go to the state to get licensed. Okay. And you said the white man did it three or more times, but I passed on the first attempt. How they feel about that? Did they say something? I know they did. It's in them. It's in them. It's still kill and destroy. It's in them. It's in them. They gonna say some shit. How did you pass? What did you do? They can't take it. They can't fucking take it. Yeah, that's how they do. They don't. That's the thing. They always just assume they supposed to have shit. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. My husband called me. I gotta go. But I appreciate y'all's attention. I just had to let that out because I'm so mad. I'm so mad with these damn Arabs right now. I'm so mad. We gotta do better. We gotta stop being fooled by whiteness. All right, y'all.